What is up, guys and gals, Space Unicorn here, bringing you some hot frag actions. Today, guys, what we're going to be doing is we're doing the top 5 legendary cards, and hopefully today it doesn't glitch whenever we render. Before we get into this video, guys, I looked at my analytics here, and it's telling me that a lot of you guys have not subscribed yet. But if you do feel like subscribing, please ring that little bell. Let me know that you guys are here, and the support is genuinely appreciated, and I couldn't do it without you. So with that being said, let's get into the video.
Zombie apocalypse.
Number 5 legendary is Hannibal. Hannibal used to be a really good one, and he still is really good. However, Lucha does it better. That is why he is number 5 in the legendary list, and he's also number 5 in the legendary list because a couple cards have decided that they want to become relevant, and one of them is brand new and fully deserving of a spot on the list. With that being said, though, Hannibal is a fantastic card with a great ability, lots of damage, allowing him to really hold it down for the tank role for your team. Number 4 on our list, we have Duality. Duality is making her first appearance on the top 5 list. This card has a very good combination of range and power. Whenever you get the essences built up to that 3 maximum, this card can do damage that no other card can really seem to match, but it's getting her to that point that's the hard part. She is a very high skill, but she also has a very high reward system of play. Strongly recommend getting used to this card, and if you haven't played her yet, definitely check her out, because whenever she's working correctly, this card will get the job done for you on both ends of the field. There is no cure for level 9 that can hit you for 102 damage a shot. There's just no cure. Let's move on to the next one. Number 3 on our list, Rip and Finn. You guys will remember he made a little bit of a nudge into the top 10 cards overall. This card is very good, and a very good card for people who have lower level cards and are struggling against high level cards. The ability to knock people back with your little bit of a tidal wave action right here and knock them off the map and just completely remove them from play is huge. Level does not matter whenever you go and swim in the boiling water, as FRAg puts it. Definitely recommend checking this card out if you haven't already. While I may not be his biggest fan, he is definitely a very good card, and I cannot deny that. So with that being said, let's move into the top 2 on the list. Number 2 on our list, because of a massive buff, is Arkan. Arkan is an exceptional card right now. 20% increase in his firing speed has made so much of a difference for this card. He is able to literally do it all. He can sit there and stay back. He can push up and destroy a tower in seconds. This card really is the total package right now. Hard to argue this card. He's the number 2 card in the game for a reason. And as I have stated multiple times, there is no cure for 184 to the head. None. And 153 to the body is not too shabby either. Just throwing that out there. Keep in mind, mine's only level 10. That's just how powerful this card is, guys, and if you haven't checked him out, you need to get on this card. I suspect he'll get nerfed in the near future, but for now, might as well enjoy him while it lasts. Number 1 on the list is the Boss. As you guys know, defensive cards are harder to come by than offensive cards. That is why the Boss is number 1 on this list. Fantastic defender, arguably the best defender in the game. Him and Queen Unicorn trade spots, depending on if they both have their frag power or not. This card should not be slept on, though, for an offensive sneaky push as well. With his ability to pop the ultimate and basically stop the enemy wherever he so chooses, this card should never be underrated and is fully deserving of the number 1 spot on the legendary list. Let's get into some gameplay. Alrighty, guys, we are rolling into some gameplay here against Javi Cap America. I don't know what that means, but basically what we're going to do here is we're going to talk about the couple other cards that could arguably be on this list. There is a few. First of which we're going to start with is seems like everyone really likes this card. That is Ollie. Ollie is a fantastic distraction style card. She really isn't a primary card, and she really isn't a main card. What I mean by that is she really can't slay, but she can get to those towers and cause chaos. And that is kind of her role, is to cause chaos. And by knowing how to play her correctly, you can get good value out of the card that everybody seems to love, that being Ollie. Now, if we move into the next section of these particular cards that could have made the list and are just missing out on it. That card would be Queen Boom. Queen Boom and BB right now are really pretty much identical, just the way they deliver their heal is slightly different. Whereas Queen Boom's is instantaneous, BB's has to be done over time. But Queen Boom's, sometimes there's an advantage to just getting that health really, really fast, but then BB's, on the other hand, is more permanent. So Queen Boom is definitely a very good legendary card to have, but yeah, I don't know, she doesn't really replace any of these guys. And whenever I look at these cards and I break it down and their potentials, you guys know how I grade my cards. And if you don't, I'll do a video on it. She just doesn't quite make that list. Personal opinion. But that is okay. Now, how about we talk about another one that you guys are probably like, why is this guy not on the list? This is one of my personal favorites, actually. That card is Crystal. I love Crystal. I want to make that very, very clear before I say anything about her. She is one of my favorite cards to play. But the reduction in headshot damage really hurt that card. A lot. She needed that headshot damage to be viable. While her splash is still great and everything, the inability to finish off fights because you're not doing enough damage is very disappointing with this card. And I want to put her in the top 5, I really do, but she needs that headshot multiplier. If you get the frag power, you could probably make a case for it because she gets that increase in the headshot damage. But realistically, it's not an everyday play, and it's not everybody has that frag power, so she has to be off this list. That one hurts me to talk about. Oof. Alright, so another card, this is probably the last one that you think you could really make a valid case for on this list. That would be Baron Von Doom. Von Doom is a very good card and extremely underrated. The ability to revive your entire team, like, come on, dude. How valuable is that? Especially if you learn how to put him in the correct position. But that card is honestly a very good card, and people don't really understand how to play him. He self-heals, he can revive a team. His only thing he's really missing, guys, is movement. If he could move a little bit faster, that card would easily be on the top 10 because of his abilities that he has. There just really is no workaround for bringing your entire team back if they fail on a push, I'm just saying. But with that being said, guys, that is the top 5 legendary cards in all of FRAg right now going into 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support is really appreciated, and we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and I could never meet that goal without your guys' wonderful support. So thank you, everybody. Have a fantastic night. Bye-bye.